Welcome back to the soundtrack to my journey. I'm your host, Jen Paris, and my guest today is Jarrell Moore. Jarrell, thank you, honey. Thank you for
Thank you
being
for
part of
having.
this.
Thank you for having me.
So, what
Good.
I want you to do is introduce yourself to the listeners, let them know where you're from, what you're doing, and where you currently stand right now in the music industry.
Um. Well, first and foremost, hello everybody. My name is J. Rel Moore. I'm a Grammy-nominated songwriter, producer, composer, artist, security guard, therapist, janitor. If you need me to be that, sometimes. Although I'd rather not be that person. but yeah. Originally from hailing from New Haven, Connecticut, Elm City
Okay.
stand up. You know what I'm saying? So um, currently I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and in California. So I'm bi-coastal. I'm back and forth. Where I stand at in the music game is I'm setting my stepping stones into leading into greatness, and that's kind of like where a lot of people kind of get stuck because they get lost in what they feel like their calling is to do. But it's not about your calling, it's about what your calling is in God to do. So I listen to what He tells me to do all the time. So
I know
where
that's
God
right.
land is where I stand. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I am.
So I don't know if I had the opportunity to tell you. I was coming up with some titles for you. And
Mm,
one that stood out to me was From Church Keys to Grammy Nods.
I like that.
I do
I
too.
like that. I
I
like
do
that a lot.
too. So we're going to get right into it. You began playing music at a very young age in church, and that's what I found out. Um, how did those early experiences shape the artist who you are right now and what you've become?
Those experiences taught me to be fearless. Um, you know, one of the most critical audiences that you can perform in front of is a church audience. You know what I'm saying? Because you're expected to be this grand thing, and then sometimes most people, you know, they're not as blessed in that world as they think they are. But you know, it taught me to be fearless. Every stage is just another stage to me. No matter, I performed in front of 49,000 people over at the Madison Square Garden at a very young age of 13. I traveled the world with my brother, um, your nephew, Mass Pipe Miles. We've traveled. We've been to Rome, Italy. We've been to Naples. We've been to Milan. You know what I'm saying? Performed on stages, in different places around the country. So like to me, it's just proper preparation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that definitely prepared me for a lot of different stages in life too. You know what I'm
No, I
saying?
can imagine. I can imagine. Um, Speaking on you traveling with Miles, let's take it back to how you guys met because that's actually how I met you through Miles, Mass
Yeah.
Pike Miles. So tell me how you guys met and how your collaboration started.
Wow. So the story goes like this. I was working at Champ Sports inside of Cumberland Mall, which is no longer there
Okay.
now. And a good friend of mine, Robbie Young, uh, everybody call him HD Shouty. You know what I mean? Rob HD Shouty, they call him. You know what I'm saying? Or Robert Belafonte. um, he's a stylist. You know what I mean? And he came into the sneaker store looking for, I'll never forget it, for the Space Jams. And the LeBrons. It was the LeBron Miami Vice, I think they were called. This is, I think that's what they called them. That's when he first got traded to Miami. So and I had access to the shoes. So no, I mean, don't tell him. I mean, I ain't gonna get no trouble now. I could have got some trouble, but I gave him a connect on the shoes. So like, you know what I mean. I put him in it. I gave him a family and friends discount on top of that, which is 50%. Plus, on top of that, another 20% off with the military discount. So he ended up
Damn,
getting
he
them
damn near
sneakers
got them for free.
70% off.
Okay.
Yeah. 70% off straight up. So and he was like, "Oh, I can rock with you. We can make some money." You know what I'm saying? I was like, whatever. I was just, I ain't proud of it, but I did what I did. But he ended up bringing me to the studio, and I ended up going in with this writers camp that Miles was having, and I just stuck out like a sore thumb. And and due to time, we just like fine wine, it aged well. You know what I'm saying? So
I
we've been
never knew
rocking
the
since then.
story. I never knew
Yeah,
the story of how you guys met. I was like, did he find him in Connecticut? How did he find him?
yeah, it was in Atlanta, Georgia, straight up.
Wow. Because when I met you, you guys were really, really putting it down. I heard so many tracks from you guys. I was like, yo, this kid is amazing. And your
Thank
voice,
you,
you have that R&B gospel vibe, and I loved it. So I've been a fan of yours since
thank
day one, since I met you. I was like, okay, nephew, I love it.
thank you.
I love it.
Appreciate it.
So let's
Yeah.
get back to this. Was there a defining moment for you when you realized that music wasn't just a hobby, that it was a gift?
Um, the moment, well, I got a cheat code. See, my cousins is Maurice and Verdine White of Earth, Wind, and Fire. So like, it's kind of in my blood.
Okay.
And with that being the case, like what I mean, I've always been infatuated with beautiful noise. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather used to always make me play the upright piano in his living room, and he would like, I would hear him singing songs and stuff in the background. But my grandmother, God bless her dead, my grandmother Janie T. Johnson, um, she would always play like a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire, a lot of Marvin Gaye and stuff around the house and stuff like. So it kind of gave me a balance of understanding like, okay, this does this and this does that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hear "Take Me to the Water" at 10 p.m. at night time on a Friday evening
So
versus hearing.
let me ask you this, seeing that you said that, because my husband's a preacher's kid too.
Mm,
So from what he tells me, I guess there was certain music that he was allowed and not allowed to play, and just like you said, you couldn't play it until a certain time. So what do they call that? If it
uh,
wasn't gospel music, it was, oh my God, it's
secular music.
secular music. Were you allowed to listen to secular music or play it?
I actually, so he didn't force. My grandfather raised me, but he didn't force religion on me, so he didn't care about what it is I listened to. He just wanted me in the house by a certain time. So
Okay,
like,
fair.
what I'm
That's
saying.
fair.
So like, what I mean. But I didn't fall far from the tree whatsoever. So thanks be to God. But I've definitely I didn't have no restrictions. Funny thing, real funny thing, funny story, and it just happened. I'm just recently getting back in town, back in Atlanta from actually Red Man and Method Man performing in Connecticut, and I have not been home in 20 years. 20 years
Connecticut.
total. Yeah, back
Really?
in New Haven, Connecticut. I have not been home in 20 years. And one of my closest friends, my man Shotty, shout out to Shotty. When you see it, be like, oh, word, he shot me off for real. Like, huh, that's my man. Yeah, whatever. Watch. I know it. So, like, me and Shotty were in the seventh grade at Fairhaven Middle School.
Okay.
And I remember deliberately the day that me and him were saying that we're going to perform at the talent show, and we was gonna do a specific song, and the song that fit us well was "Rottweiler" by Red and Method Man. So, but our teacher, Miss Kearney, shout out to Miss Kearney. Miss Kearney was like, "Yo, I love this song, but I can't perform this because it's cussing in it." We was like, oh word, we didn't know. We were just, you know what I mean. We knew it was cussing in, but we thought we played the clean version, but we didn't. So we ended up performing that record for the West Indies, even though they messed up and played the dirty version. Now, the person the person that purchased that tape for me was definitely my pastor, my grandfather, Reverend James Curtis Johnson. So So if anybody want to blame him, blame God and blame him. He the one that brought the tape for us that we performed. So long story short, while I was just home a couple weeks ago, Red and Meth brought us out on stage and everything, and showed love to and it was a full circle moment for me
Did you
specifically
tell him the
because
story as well?
so Meth said to me he was like, yo, I wish y'all had that footage because I will plaster that on everything that I do. He said for that to become full circle for y'all, like yo, that did me some good. And
Oh,
Red, I've been rocking with Red for almost 15 years, so like the relationship with Meth is fairly new.
okay.
Um, so like
Meth is
working
my
with
my other husband, just in case you didn't know. He don't know
yeah,
anything.
yeah, it's crazy. Oh
So we're
man,
gonna get back to this. As a singer, songwriter, and a producer,
yes, man.
and a composer, which role feels most natural to you,
All
and
of them,
which one challenges you the most?
all of them challenge me. Every
Okay.
last one. The only reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, yeah, we have titles, but we're humans. So imagine you having to get into an argument with your spouse, and then all of a sudden you got to go in and produce a whole song for a 10-year-old act, and you got to be clean and giddy, although you just got a pot of grits thrown at you
Oh,
that was being threatened to be thrown at you. So like it's a challenge, but that's what that builds character. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I
I
mean,
agree with
so
that. I
it
agree
builds
with that.
character and
I
it
agree with that.
allows you to be able to see that what I mean you can endure a lot of different things and still be able to get the job done. So I'm grateful for the challenges. You know what I'm
So as I was preparing for this video,
saying?
I was actually all day today listening to your records on Spotify,
Oh
and
my.
I promise you, I'm hooked. But I know some songs that you don't have on Spotify that you and Miles did back in the day. I
Yeah.
can't remember. Yeah, something pink. We won't even go there. But that used to be my jam. But I noticed that you seem to do more ballads. Am I correct in saying that? Is that more your thing? More ballads?
Yeah, I would say they're ballads. Yeah, I'm a balladeer. I'm definitely a balladeer for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. I actually like it because, like, you had me hooked all day today. I was driving, running my errands, and I kept playing each song. I was like, yo, these are. And so I did my first promo this morning, and I was like, boy, these songs, they're dangerous. They're. These are some good songs. So I want to just give
Thank
you
you,
your flowers because you're doing your thing with these songs. And like you
thank
said,
you.
that gospel R&B flavor, like I don't know if you watched my first episode. One of my favorite tracks and one that I feel is the soundtrack to my journey is Mary Mary.
Hmm.
It's the God in You. I loved Mary Mary from the Giddy Up because of, and I guess it's her husband Warren, the tracks
Yeah,
that
Warren
he gave.
Campbell. Yep. Shout out
Yes,
to him. That's my
the
friend.
tracks, the music, because not saying anything, but when I was younger, the only reason, and please God forgive me, the only reason why I went to church was for the choir.
Yeah,
I
it
only went
tends
to
to
church
happen.
because I wanted to listen to the music and the vocals and the rhythms. And so it was one of those things that I was stuck on the gospel music, but it had to be very upbeat for me. It had to be catchy and all of that. And now I'm so grateful that we have more. I guess you could call it like a Mary Mary. I don't know if you would consider that a R&B gospel. I don't even know if they have a title for that. What do that?
Um,
What do
it's
you think?
it's it's called contemporary gospel now.
Okay,
So
so I love that. The Kirk Franklins, there's so many. I have a whole playlist and I'm like, as long as it keeps me moving and I still get the message, I love it. I love it. I just got through binge watching Mary Mary's episodes. I mean their story. I'm like, wow, how did I miss this? But for me, I love upbeat music. I love gospel music. I love music that catches me and tells a story. And I think that's what's happening nowadays. We have a lot of artists right now that are singing songs, but I can't fall in line with what they're talking about. A lot of
mm,
stuff is very vulgar, very nasty, and they don't have a story behind it. Like I need to follow the story. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think that's where the old singers, the old groups, the Temptations, the Whispers, and all of them. Every song had a story. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I felt like that's what I was getting from your songs today. I went around the circle around the mulberry bush to say that. I'm sorry.
I received that. That's
Sorry.
good. God, I'm
So
glad. Yeah.
I know that you've worked with many artists, and I actually wanted to ask: was there a certain artist that really made you feel? I know you're an artist yourself, but is there a certain artist that you really wanted to meet? When you met them, they made you feel like, "Wow, I've been waiting all this time to meet you."
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
would that
uh,
be?
that was it's a few. It's a few of them actually. It's like three of them.
Okay.
That's that was Kim Burrell,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kim Burrell, Music Soul Child, which I was
Okay.
able to garner a Grammy nomination with.
I'm actually doing his show this weekend. This weekend, him and Anthony Hamilton.
Oh, word. I'll be there.
Okay, at the
Yeah,
Mabel
I'll be
House.
there for sure. I'll definitely be there.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Yeah, sure. That's the 20.
That's tomorrow and Sunday.
Sure is.
Yep.
Sure is.
Better
Yep.
catch an early flight.
Where are they at? Hold on. It's not in Atlanta? No, that's not
Yeah,
Atlanta.
it's at the Mabel House in Mableton.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here.
it's here. Yep.
Okay.
And then you got one more artist. You said Kimberell,
Um,
Music Soul Child. Who else?
Kimberell, and the other was Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you wrote for Jamie too, didn't you?
Wrote and produced for Jamie. Yes.
I'm so proud of
I
you.
I thank God. I thank God. You know what I'm saying? Every person who's ever influenced me, I have had an opportunity to work with. And the newest one was actually Miss Tank. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well, that's a whole connection right there. They're all
yeah,
together. So that's good. And you also work with Tyrese, don't you?
yeah, Tyrese. Yep, for sure. Yep.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
actually talked to him about an hour ago.
Well,
Just put Music Soul Child on. You know what I'm saying? And he knows all the right, correct answers. He got the cheat code. He know what it is. Mine gonna have crazy. Teach me how to love and all. You know, these are like
beautiful.
the
Beautiful.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
Like these are the songs that would show you how to keep that good. Not just love, but black love. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're
So
right.
that's that's the kind of impact that I always wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? Like even with my song "Love Language," um, you know,
Again, one of my favorites. I'm
thank
telling
you,
you. I'm telling
thank
you.
you.
I was just yeah. Each one. It was love language, holy water.
Holy
Um,
Water,
what was it?
got
Relationship.
Heart Naked. Yeah,
Rel-
relationship is the newest one that we are
Boy.
definitely pushing the gamut on right now for sure. And
Whoa. When I
got
tell
some good things going on.
yes, yes, I'm very excited about this. Do you have videos for these?
Relationship actually we are gearing up to shoot the video. Gearing to
Okay,
shoot the video, and I'm gonna be doing a release probably towards the end of July,
okay,
I believe.
okay,
End of July. Yep. Got
okay,
a little situation, little cool little rollout. I got some things I gotta keep up the sleeve. I'll say just two names. They on tour right now.
okay.
Breezy and Ush. I'm gonna leave it at that. So
Woo!
yeah.
Okay, don't tell me no
Yeah.
more. Don't tell me no more. Listen,
Yeah.
my goodness, look at you. I'm just super proud of you. So,
Thank
what
you. Thank
lesson
you.
has the music industry taught you about resilience, relationships, and staying true to your journey?
Be quiet. Be
That's
quiet.
it. That's it. One word.
That's it.
Okay, two
Be
words.
quiet. Because it's it's like you with energy you got a negative and you got a positive, but in order for that situation to work, one has to go against the other, you
Okay.
know, and not everybody that's cheering for you is praying for you. Some people cheering for you, but in the same breath they're praying against you, and they don't want to see you. You know, it's not the fact they don't want to see you win; they just don't want to see you win before them.
I,
And you
I could
know,
agree with you on that for sure.
you know what I'm saying? And that's the way love goes. That's exactly that. That's a perfect song to even say, but that's the way love goes. It's corny, man, but it is what it is. Like, what can you do? You either gonna take it or you gonna give it. Which one? You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? So,
no, you're right. You're right.
yeah.
And how do you stay in a creatively inspired when you're facing writer's block? So
Um,
yeah, how do you get creative when you do have writer's block?
some people read. Me, I'm a more visual person, so like, I watch movies. I watch a lot of movies and stuff. Um, just because of the storyline, and then there may be something that may be said, maybe a line that's said in the movie, and it just makes all the sense the world is want to utilize.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
you know what
that's
I'm
fair.
saying?
I wouldn't have thought
Yeah.
about that. That's a good one. And just like you said, some people read and get inspired, and then yeah, you watch movies and get inspired. Okay, I like that.
Hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
If you could go back and give your younger self a piece of advice at the start of your musical journey, what would it be?
Oh man, Uh, I guess you gotta give myself a piece. I can't give him the whole thing.
Well, go ahead if that's what you feel.
Um, handle. I would tell myself handle your business accordingly.
Okay.
Um, because people tend to forget that this is the music business, and if you knew these things prior, you probably wouldn't have went through the things that you had to go through. But it might be best that you did go through it at that time because there's an old saying that the church folks say: "A new level, new devil." So it's
Mm.
better off. It's better off that I went through it at that level versus getting up here and dealing with that level because that's a whole another animal. That you know what I'm saying.
No,
So
you're absolutely right. And
yeah.
let me ask you this: have you been signed to a record company, or are you an independent artist?
I had people come to me before. I had a pub deal that came to me, and then I turned it down. And it's for an extensive amount of money, but for the work they wanted me to do, it didn't make sense. Um, and you know, it's like I said, it's a learning curve. This game is up and down.
No,
Truly,
I
truly.
totally agree. And if you watch any of my previous episodes, every
Mm.
artist and every group that I've had on, somehow or another, it had something to do with management, contracts, and just like you said,
Oh yeah,
as we are older now, we know the things to look for. But as we were younger, we were just excited to have a record deal. All of us had record,
yeah.
and we kind of got played at the end.
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
Sure did.
So,
Sure did.
that's why I asked, had you been signed to a record company or were you working independently?
Um, I, it was independent, but they had major distribution. It's kind of, you know, I learned from both sides. You know, that's the
Okay.
best answer I can truly tell you for real.
Okay.
But I know what it is to deal with majors. I know what it is to deal with independent. Um, and there really ain't no nothing different besides a dollar amount. That's all.
No, you're right.
Everybody kind of still kind of in the same world, trying to get what they can for as less as they can. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the name of the game. You gotta know how to stick to your guns.
No,
That's all.
absolutely. And I think, I think maybe more women deal with this more than men, but a lot of times women are, put in a position where, they have to sell their soul and their body in order to get to a certain place in the music industry.
Some
And
men do go through it too. Now I can't front. I can't front.
do they really?
Some men go through it. That's for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Without
I
saying no
do believe
names,
that. No,
but
you're right. I do believe that. I'm starting to see more and more scenarios or situations that are happening. before our eyes at this present time. But you wouldn't think that men have to go through it as well. And one of the things that was always asked to me is, how did you prevent a lot of men or record execs trying to touch you or and give you different scenarios in order for you to make it in the industry? I said my personality, I didn't care about music like that. And for me, I loved music, but I wasn't willing to sell my soul. Plus we had a good tribe behind us that backed us up. So we had our parents that traveled with us. We also had a good bodyguard that was not playing about us in our management companies. So sometimes I guess it's the people that you have behind you, your support team. So, and with men specifically, I know there's a lot of jealousy, and especially with the male dominated record industry with R&B artists and all. There's so many of them. And then I also wonder, how is it that certain people made it and certain people didn't? You know what I'm saying? That always just breaks my heart. I'm like, how did you make it, but this one didn't make it? And you guys were kind of gliding at the same time, but this one has more vocal range than you do. Like, what did you do to get there? It's always a tricky situation.
Remember the question you just asked me? Gonna be very quiet.
No, I feel you. Don't want to put you in a bad
No,
situation.
no, 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 no. You're not put. I'm telling you, that's how they got it because they were
Yeah,
quiet.
no, it's yeah, it's kind of scary. And I always tell people when people always say, "Oh, I want to get in the music industry," I said, "It's not just singing. You've really got to have a full, strong head on for this industry." Because I will say it like this: it's almost like the mafia. Real talk.
It
It's
is.
almost like the mafia. It's crazy. I hate to say it like that, but being in the music industry, it's probably best that you go as an independent artist. And nowadays, you guys have easier access. You guys could put stuff on YouTube. We didn't have all these things when we were younger. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
A lot of people get deals just by putting it on TikTok, YouTube, all these other different social media platforms. So it's a little bit easier for you guys. Not saying that you need it like that, because you really got the full ability, and I believe in you.
Thank you.
So I know that something's about to bust wide open for you.
I receive it. I
I know
receive
you
it.
do.
I receive it.
So what does receiving a Grammy nomination mean to you personally beyond
Oh
recognition?
man, that man, what a morning. That morning was crazy. Uh, my manager at the time, Saddam, he had called. I was asleep. Left like 5, 6 messages. Next thing I know, I hear my door getting banged on and the doorbell ringing like crazy, like somebody's trying to break in. So the hood in me went to reaching for my hammer. I'm like, hold up, what's going on? Too early for it. I'm at the door looking crazy. He's like, so you just not going to accept the fact that you got a Grammy nomination? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He said, go on YouTube, go on this. Start showing him and then showed me everything. And that's when I fell to the floor and cried and gave thanks. And called called music soul child and everything. That was a great feeling. It was a
And
great
how long
feeling.
ago was that?
That was in 2018.
Yes,
Yep,
yes,
2018.
yes. And you're going to
Yep.
get plenty more. I believe in that.
Yeah,
Especially with
yeah.
all the people that you're working with, and the music that I was listening to today. I'm sure there's plenty more to come.
We were just considered for a Grammy with music not music, with Tyrese with
Really?
the beautiful pen.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
last year. Yep. Yep.
Let me
So,
go on and do this right now.
I
Say you
appreciate
heard it
it.
first from me. I love
Thank
that
you,
for
thank
you. So many
you.
people see success, but not the sacrifices. They want it, but they're not willing to put in the work.
Right.
What were some of your biggest obstacles through your journey?
The biggest obstacle to my journey was knowing the fact that I was going to be put in a position of where that people who were my foundation, when they exceed my elevation, that they're going to feel like I left them behind, and that's not what it is.
Wow.
Um, that
And you know what? I believe that may happen. That may be pretty accurate.
it's very like, and it's something
It's
that
a
is
real
really
thing, huh?
sad. It's a very sad thing because at the end of the day, yo, you know, people like I said, people want to see you win, but then again, they don't want to see you doing better than them at that point in time in life, whatever they may be going through. I mean, it's just. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm about to call every last one of y'all in this interview, and I want Jen play this interview for it. Keep it in there. Rob, stop calling me
Listen, he has been disconnected 2 times already because his phone
twice.
started blowing up once we started doing this recording.
And
Anyway.
everybody know I said I was doing an interview at 6. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Come on. What are we doing?
Well,
Y'all know
listen,
this.
we're about to wrap it up anyways. I want to know what you are currently doing right now. What do we have to look for from you? A new
So
record, a new
things.
video? What's going on? Shows? Tell us what's going on.
Yeah. So I got a show coming up that I'm actually doing in Chicago. I'm performing for Visa, the actual like company, the Visa check card credit.
Okay,
I'm doing
okay.
that. I got that coming up, and a couple summer festivals that's coming up that I'm doing as well. A couple summer festivals. I think I think I'm on the bill to be doing one music fest. I believe.
Okay, that's
I
dope.
believe that's
That's
coming up.
dope. That's a good crowd too. Yep.
That's a huge crowd.
Yes, I used to
Um,
work it, so yeah, I'm very familiar. And let me
Word.
ask you, how can the listeners find you? Give me all your social media platform
All
names.
my social media handles is jrel underscore more or
And I got the
jrel more.
correct spelling, correct?
That's JRELLMOORE.
Okay. Okay. So, Jarrell, I truly appreciate you giving me your time. I know you have a busy schedule. I just want to say thank you. Thank
Well,
you
thank
for
you.
sharing a little bit about who you are to the audience who doesn't know you. Now they know. So, how can they find their music?
Go on Spotify, on whatever handle you use. I don't care if it's title or whatever it is. You just type in JRELLMOORE, and everything's gonna pop up. I promise you it is.
Well, I thank you again. I love you, and you get
Love you
well
too.
soon.
Before I go, I did want to say this. In order to have elevation, you have to separate. That don't mean you forget where you come from, but
No,
that
you're
means
right.
you keep the vision and keep that focus. That focus is key. It's very key to success in
You know
what you
what?
may
I've
deem as
had to do it
success.
myself. I totally understand. And it wasn't anything personal. It's just in order for me to focus, I had to separate my things from the distractions.
Exactly.
Nope, I totally get it. I get it. Anyways, I love you. You have a good day.
Love
Thank
you
you
too.
so much. Bye
Thank you. I
bye.
appreciate you.